Previously on Breath of the Wild. Just climb all the way down. This is safe, right? Oh, nope. My hand slipped. And now, continuing a series. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to the game. It has been not that very long since my last recording, but I want to I wanted to go ahead and get this second half part of the video done. Just know that the series will not end until I get into that castle and kill that dude over there. I don't know why I checked for nothing. Anyway, so we have our goal. We have our obstacles. Let's run through those obstacles, shall we? Now, these bokoblins, I know I called them stupid earlier, but they are actually pretty crafty. They know how to make watchtowers and have one of them on guard. So we have to be very careful and approach him while his back is turned. And now we have our first bow. Luckily, we got arrows before we came here. And we get more arrows. So, bows work a bit differently than weapons, in the fact that they are not equipped to the D-pad. You have to press and hold your trigger to aim and let go to fire. Now, one neat thing about bows is they can critical hit. And now, how do you critical hit an enemy? Shoot him between the eyes. I missed. I missed again. There will be a specific sound effect for when you hit them in the head. And it'll be like this. Critical hits do double the damage that he normally would do. And also temporarily stun your enemies. Alright, now let me show you another neat thing about these enemies. When holding a shield, you can press A at the right time to do what is called a parry, in my opinion, but it's also called a perfect block in this game. Perfect blocks are similar to the dodges, except they temporarily leave your enemy open for a shorter amount of time. It's not the same as a dodge because it doesn't give you the chance to flurry rush. Now we have one enemy left, so let's just go ahead and take care of him, shall we? There we go. After defeating an enemy camp, you get a chest. And you get to take whatever's inside. We got our second bow, so now whenever we take out our bow, like so, we can change which ones we have. Let's go ahead and collect our chest now. Traveler sword, not bad. Now you're probably wondering why I'm going to be keeping this torch and I'm not actually attacking the enemies with the torch. There's a very good reason for that. And to summarize, torches are very good at starting fires and spreading fires. Now I know that might sound like a bad idea environmentally, but in this game it's important because there are certain tasks and challenges that we need to complete that require us to light something on fire. And we'll get more in depth about that later. But for now, let's swim across this ravine. And here we are at Oman-Au Shrine. I am going to be butchering these names of these shrines. I do not remember how many shrines there are in total, but if I remember correctly, it is 80. So, yeah. 1 out of 80. On my personal profile, I have only collected 70, so that should tell you how difficult this is. And here we have our first trial, the Magnesis trial. Chica's Lake authenticated. Distilling rune. Magnesis. Manipulate metallic objects using magnetism. Grab onto metallic objects and use magnetic energy that pours from the Magnesis rune. Objects held in the magnetic snare can be filled up and moved freely. Rune extracted. And now, our iPhone has an app. Magnesis. Magnesis is a very cool ability, although it doesn't have much use outside of, or it doesn't have much use in battle. Most of its use comes from the field, where you can use magnetic powers to lift any kind of large metallic object or otherwise. It can also be used to lift metallic objects such as a sword, weapons, shields, anything that's metallic. You can basically lift any of these things up. Just note that these trials are not that difficult to start out, but they can get very mind-boggling later on. We can use the D-pad to push and pull the metallic object away from us, and use motion controls to lift and drop it by lifting the controller up and down. And if you're lazy, you can use the right stick. You can also walk while pushing and pulling the object, which makes it so that you don't have to be standing in one place while doing so. Oh, and here we have our first new enemy of the day. That is a Guardian 1. Very weak enemy. It only has one method of attack. It's laser. And one thing you should know about enemies like these is, if you time it right, there we go. You can reflect the laser back at them and kill them instantly. And for that, we get Ancient Screws. Now you see we have a gap here. Gee, I wonder what we have to do. If you said that we're gonna have to be using the magnesis to make a bridge out of this door, you were dead wrong. We don't need it. I found a trick that the speedrunning community has graciously given me the ability to do. If you make a running start, shield, and then press A, you can shield surf, and that gives you a second jump. Now, I broke my shield while doing so, but you kind of get the point of what I was doing. That double jump can be used in a lot of different scenarios, so it's always great to know how to do that. And I'm sure some of you saw this in the top right. Let's go ahead and drag this down. It's a treasure chest, first of its kind. And what do we get? Traveler's Bow. It's alright. Let's open these doors. Boop. You have proven to possess the resolve of a true hero. I am Omanao, the creator of this trial. I am a humble monk, blessed with the sight of the goddess Helia, dedicated to helping those who have the Ganon. With your revival, my duty is now fulfilled. In the name of the goddess Helia, allow me to bestow this gift upon you. Please accept this spirit orb. Oh, it went in my chest. That didn't feel right. May the goddess smile upon you.
Ho!
Oh, where is he? Where is he this time? You creep me out, old man. It seems you managed to get your hands on a spirit orb. Well done. Paraglider, please. I encourage you to slow down for a moment, my courageous friend. The appearance of those towers and the awakening of this shrine. It's all connected to that Sheikah slate you carry on your hip there. Paraglider, please. I have yet to finish speaking. Long ago, a highly advanced tribe known as the Sheikah inhabited these lands. A great power of their wisdom saved this kingdom time and time again. But their ancient technology disappeared long ago, or so it is said. It is interesting, however, to think how something like that survived all this time hidden away in a shrine. These shrines are tucked away in numerous places all across the land. This plateau alone, I believe there are still 3 more. Now, bring me the treasure from each of those shrines and I'll give you a paraglider. No! That wasn't the deal! Oh, well, I suppose I changed my mind. Change it again! I'm sure you won't be a problem for a young go-getter like you. Since I'm feeling generous, I will also teach you a trick for finding shrines. It's always best to serve the area by looking around a high point. Let's see here. How about you make your way to the top of the tower again? Are you joking? I wish I was. I'm afraid not, but do not worry. I have yet another trick to share with you for your other effort. Take a look at the map on your Sheikah slate. How do you know about the map? You see those blue icons? You should recognize the cave where you woke and the shrine you came from, and the tower. You can travel instantly to any of those places with the Sheikah slate. Or so I heard quite some time ago. I do not know if it actually works as such. So you don't even know. I'm about to say, where are you going? But no, he's just going to stand there. Anyway, before we go to the tower, let's test out our new power. That rhymed. If you slam metal boxes that are weak like these, you can break them and get some neat little trees in store for you. Now let's get this chest that was in the river. Kick. Ow! I am not wearing shoes. Cool, amber. That's going to be a useful tool for later. Well, useful item for later. Get this one as well. Hurt my foot again. Ow! Opal. Now let's try to sneak up on this guy. Yoink! Hot-footed frog, a quick frog that can be found hopping near the water. Cook it with monster parts to draw out its speed boost effect. And Hyrule herbs. This healthy herb grows abundantly in the plains of Hyrule. Cook it before eating to increase the number of hearts it restores. Oh, I forgot about these. Let's get in here. Hyrule bass. An ordinary fish that can be found all over Hyrule. It can be eaten raw, but cooking it amplifies its healing benefits. So that's good. We got some fish, we got some meat, we got a very balanced diet. Anyway, let's continue onward. Now here we have our robot. It's a neat little robot too, but it's pretty old, so I don't think it's going to do anything. Anyway, let's search inside its body. Right here. Ancient gear. Summer-winged butterfly. A butterfly can be found in the woods and plains of warm regions. Its wings absorb the warmth of the sun. Cook it with monster parts to create an elixir that makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna need that for later. Anyway, let's get back up to the top of this tower. Oh wait, don't climb it. God, he teleported! Well, you certainly took your time. Did you forget how to travel instantly? No... Yep, I forgot. Do you know about the scope on your Sheikah slate? The what? Look through it, and you can stick a pin anywhere you'd like to mark it on your map. The pins on your map serve as reference points for your travels. Just stick a pin anywhere you're interested in. How do you know all of this? Just a few tricks I picked up after many, many years in the wild. You may take my advice or leave it. I don't trust him. Go ahead and take a look if you feel inclined to do so. It's kind of sus how he knows all of this. You know, go and kill him. Yeah, yeah. I like how the NPCs actually do react to you swinging your sword. So if you're ever bored or you just want to see somebody react, you can swing at it. There is no consequence to doing so. But anyway, scope. Zoom in, and you can see there's a shrine over there. Let's go ahead and press A to put a pin there. Now we know to go there. Now there's two more. I don't know where they all are. Oh gosh, there's one all the way over there. And the last one, I think, is to the right down here. Yep, right here. Now, I want to go to this one next. Because, well, for two reasons. One, there is a rune we can collect there. And two, because there's a new enemy I want to talk about. And it's by far one of my favorite enemies. So I'm excited to get there. But before doing so, I do kind of want to prepare myself a little bit. So we're gonna collect some monster weapons and stuff, and I'll see you then. Alright, so I stopped in the fast forwarding for just a bit. I wanted to talk about some enemies that are in here. The first thing, there's an enemy encampment in here, and you can see that it's in the shape of a skull with some fire dangling above some very suspicious items here. I wonder what happens if what would happen if one of those lanterns were to fall under some mysterious circumstances. And here we have our second new enemy, the blue bokoblin. These are more tougher versions of the red bokoblin, and they do a lot more damage. Let's go ahead and pick up our spiked boko club, a reinforced bokoblin club made to maximize damage. The sharpened bones jabbed into it make a brutal weapon. But yeah, still a bokoblin, so very easy to kill. Let's collect the spoils of war. And fire arrows. Now we can change which arrows that we have equipped. So we have our regular arrows, and the fancier and rarer fire arrows. Fire arrows explode in a burning fire, pretty simple, and burn anything it touches. Very useful. Alright, so I'll cut again to the part where we're going to be heading towards our shrine. Alright, so here we are at the Eastern Abbey, where the location of our shrine is. And the reason why I haven't gone into the shrine or interacted with anything in the shrine is because our new enemy awaits inside. So, we're going to head inside, and hopefully I get to show off this new enemy. I want to make sure I have all of my weapons equipped. And let's head in. Here we have the Decayed Guardian. These are powerful enemies that shoot a powerful laser that can kill you in one hit, almost to where the point where it doesn't matter what health you have, you will die, and that is death number 1. Now, I just wanted to show you how dangerous these enemies can be, despite the fact that they are stationary sentries that can kill you with one hit. Very dangerous. They are one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. So the fact that they put one so early in the game is shocking, but interesting. So, we have a predicament here. How do you take care of an enemy that is so powerful? Well, here's the trick. You take out your shield, and you don't break your shield like an idiot like I did. You know what? Cut the tape, cut the tape, cut the tape! Alright, so, we're back. And before I do the same thing like adult, I want to try to do this perfectly this time. This is a very hard thing to do, but remember how earlier I said you can parry the Guardians? Well, you can also parry the lasers of the Decayed Guardians and kill them in one hit. And they drop some screws for you, and springs. Very useful items indeed. Well, not useful to us, but useful to someone. You'll see who later. Now I'm gonna look and see, I think there's a second one nearby. Yep, here he is. Too early. Now before I was so rudely interrupted. There we go. Practice makes perfect. Just so you know, that is a very difficult thing to pull off because the window for parrying a laser is very short. The way that I time it is usually right after I hear the beep, because and that is only to account for my reaction time. For you, it might be when the circle around its eye gets smallest. It's slightly different from my timing, but that's the timing that I've gotten used to just because I've been fighting so many of these things. Welcome to the J-Boz Shrine for the bomb trial. I think you can guess what rune I'm going to get today. Remote bomb, a bomb that can be detonated remotely. The force of the blast can be used to damage monsters or destroy objects. These are both round and cube bombs, so use whichever best fits your situation. So these are a neat little thing. They come in two shapes, circular and square. The circular bombs are used for That's the button. The circular bombs are used for rolling, and the cube ones are used for stationary. So if you set one down, bad example, but if you set one down, if you set one down, they have a less likelihood of rolling, like so. All bombs and other small items can be thrown or dropped, and you can detonate it with the left trigger. Let me blow this wall up here, and there's a chest. Let's go ahead and take a peek inside. Traveler's Claymore. Claymores are another two-handed weapon. They're very large and they do a lot of damage, but they're very slow. Seems to be running a theme here on this channel. I don't know why. But as you can see here, oh no, there's a wall. What do? Blow ourselves up, of course. Everything about that was a bad idea. So why did I do it? Fun. And we have a puzzle here. Now, when you see a puzzle like this, what do you think? There's an orb there that's being pushed back and forth. I wonder what we would have to do in order to blow up that wall there. How curious. But first, let's grab this chest. Amber. This is also going to be useful. Now, I don't know if any of you people know this, but if you thought that we were going to be throwing that bomb into that platform just so it can be thrown over there, y'all are dead wrong. This is how speedrunners do it. Yeet! And with that, majority of the wall is gone. Serious oversight on the developer's side, if you ask me. And we just have to blow up this too. And there you go. All the rocks are gone. We're done. Another spirit orb. May the goddess smile upon you. And with that, we've defeated 2 Decayed Guardians. Oh, we're being attacked by 2 undead enemies. Let me go ahead and get these over with. These are, I believe, Stalbokoblins. They take 2 hits to die, regardless of whatever damage that is required. It's because their heads have only 1 health. Other than that, they are typical Bokoblins, and they also drop their own arm. I'm full on melee weapons for now, so I won't pick that up. But with that out of the way, with us having defeated 2 Decayed Guardians and not 1, and collecting a bunch of different items, including 2 Spirit Orbs, I believe I will call that a day for today. I'll see you next episode. Alright, and peace.